Okay, welcome back to the second video of the IGCSE Mathematics. So today we are going to talk about the decimals. All right. So if you have not watched the first lesson, the special numbers and powers, you can watch that one also. So this is the second lesson, that is decimals. All right. So when you're talking about decimals, we can divide decimals into few sections, right? So we can divide decimals like this. We have recurring decimals, recurrent decimals, and again recurrent decimals divided into two sections. One is pure recurring and the mixed recurring decimals. Mixed recurring decimals. Next we have the terminating decimals, terminating decimals and non-terminating decimals. Okay, so these terms, these terminating decimals, the non-terminating and the recurrent decimals. So when we're talking about the special numbers and powers, or the special numbers, especially the irrational numbers and the rational numbers, we learned about these two terms. Actually, we introduced these two terms, where what are recurrent decimals and what are non-terminating decimals and the terminating decimals. All these things were introduced in the first part of the lesson. But in this case, we are going to talk about these things in depth. We are going to talk the examples and we are going to learn the dot notation of the recurrent decimals. That means how we represent the recurrent decimals in a concise way. All right. So when we come to the recurrent decimals, which means the decimal numbers are the numbers less than 0, sorry, the numbers less than 1. So we have these special things when we are getting the decimal numbers. We have the 0 and the decimal point, and we have a set of numbers after the decimal point. Those are the decimal numbers. I can write like 2 3 2 4 1. So these are the decimals. So it could be 2.2341. So this is a whole number, this is the decimal section. So it is always less than 1. This decimal values are always less than number 1. Okay, so that's why it comes under the decimals. Okay, the numbers after the decimal point, we can call those are decimal numbers. All right, so let me take the recurrent decimals as the first topic. So the recurrent decimals are the decimals where the decimal numbers recur. They are repeating after the decimal point. Okay, so let's take this one. Examples of these recurrent decimals are these. If I write 0.6666 like this goes on. This is a recurrent decimal. That means it never stops. Then another example, like if I have 0.2, then 3 like this. You see, the number 3 is recurrent, but the number 2 is not. Only the number 3 is recurrent here. So with these two examples, I can explain what pure recurrent decimals and what mixed recurrent decimals. These are the pure recurrent decimals. That means right after the decimal point, they start to recur. The repeating unit starts right after the decimal point. And under the mixed recurring decimals, see, first it is not recurring. There are certain level of numbers which are not recurring after the decimal point. Then after that point it is recurring. So it is a mixed one. Understood? That is a mixed one. Right. So let's write few more examples for this kind of thing, like 0.131313 recurring. 1313 is recurring. Okay, two numbers are recurring. Here only one digit is recurring. Here two digits are recurring. Here more examples, 0.23666 like this. 2 3 is not recurring, 6 is recurring. Another example, 0.5656565. The 5 is not recurring, but 6565 is recurring. like that. So they are the examples of the the pure recurring and the mixed recurring numbers or the decimals. Then we are coming to the terminating decimals. This is the most easiest case. Terminating means it stops at some point like this. If I write 0.25, that's it. It is nothing but 25 or 100, right? Or 1 over 4. It stops there. That is terminating. The term has a meaning. It stops there. But other examples like 0.1 or 0.125, 0.4, these are terminating decimals. Then what are non-terminating decimals? If these are terminating, the non-terminating should not stop. Okay, they shouldn't stop like this. 0.35612019878612216. There's no exact pattern, but they never stops. You might have encounter with this kind of decimal values, like when you're dividing, it always, always a number is remaining, that is again divisible, like that. It goes to the infinity, it never stops. And these kind of numbers are actually the irrational numbers we talked in the first lesson. Please refer that one also. So these are the non-terminating decimals, right? So the terminating, non-terminating, and the recurring. The recurring has two, the pure and the mix. That's all. Then we are considering these two numbers. We have to consider about the dot notation. Dot notation to represent recurring decimals. So instead of writing very long chains like this, the repeating units, I can do like this. If I take 0.666 recurring, I can write this as 0.6 dot. So dot represent that this is recurring. That's how you represent. And you also have something called bar notation. If you want that one, that will be written as 0.6 bar. Okay. So this is the dot notation, this is the bar notation, but we usually use the dot notation in our syllabus. Another one, 0.212121. The number 2121 is recurring, so I can write this as what? 0.21 here dot here dot. Okay, the bar notation would be 0.21 bar. And again 0.306 like this. Here how we write. Are you going to put 3 dots above 3, 0 and 6? No. You put 0.306. We put the dots only in the starting number and the end number. Imagine you have 4 digits like this. 0.4016. 4016 recurring. We write 0.4016. Only these two are recurring like that. That's how you represent the recurring decimals using the dot notation. So imagine you have a mixed recurring numbers like this. How to represent? Let's take the same example. 0.2333 recurring. This can be written as 0.23 recurring. Only 3 is recurring. Another example for this one. 0.56565 recurring. You can write 0.565 recurring. Okay, like that. We use the dot notation and the bar notation here, and these are the this is actually decimals we learn. These are the only things you have to learn on decimals. In the next part, I'm going to talk about how to convert these recurring decimals into fractions. All right.